Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing, O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is Robert Thirsk, and I'm the Chancellor of the University of Calgary. It's my honor to declare Convocation convened. Please take your seats and rest comfortably. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional territories of the Blackfoot and the people of Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Siksika, the Piikani, the Kainai, the Tsuut'ina, and the Stoney Nakoda First Nations, including Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nation. The University of Calgary is situated on land adjacent to where the Bow River meets the Elbow River. The traditional Blackfoot name of this place is Mohkinstsis, which we now call the City of Calgary. And the City of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. It's a pleasure to welcome today's graduates, along with their family and friends, to this afternoon's convocation ceremony. University President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Elizabeth Cannon and I are pleased to welcome honorary degree recipient Jay Ingram and Order of the University of Calgary recipient Gordon Moore. Welcome also Ms. Allison Love, Vice Chair of the Board of Governors, Ms. Britt Paris, President of the Graduate Students Association, members of the Board of Governors, the Alumni Association Board of Governors, the University Senate, our senior leadership team, members of the Student Union and the Graduate Students Association. And welcome also to Dr. Drew Marshall, Provost and Vice President Academic. Welcome also Dr. Dean Olafson, our distinguished graduate, past honorary degree recipient Dr. Roy Linseth, and Professor Emeritus Gerard Lachapelle. A warm welcome to professors and staff from the faculties of Graduate Studies and the Schulich School of Engineering. Thank you all for working so hard over the years to support our graduates. To families and friends, you're here celebrating with a mixture of pride, joy, and a shared sense of accomplishment. You've stood by your graduates over the course of their degree, offering words of encouragement, a voice of reason, and the occasional shoulder to cry on. Thanks to each of you for the love and support you've given to our graduates. In fact, graduates, let's pause for a moment because what I just said is important. As you know, we're currently in the midst of the Stanley Cup Finals. And one of the greatest traditions of hockey is that immediately after putting the puck in the net, The scorer will turn to the person who got the assist and will point to him so that everyone in the arena knows who set up the goal. This upholds the notion that hockey is a team sport. Well, post-secondary education is also a team sport. Graduates, do me a favor, look around and find your family and friends up in the bleachers. In fact, graduates, please stand and point to those people who assisted you today in graduating. Wave and cheer, make some noise, show them you're grateful for everything that you've done. Let's all give the family and friends a round of applause. Thank you, graduates. Have your seat. And to our assembled graduates, congratulations. You are the University of Calgary's class of 2017. Woohoo! Our university celebrated a significant milestone last year, turning 50 years old. Your graduation will forever and uniquely kick off the next half-century of pride at the University of Calgary. And as you know, it's also Canada's 150th anniversary this year, so you are graduating at a particularly special time in history. Besides celebration, Convocation is also a moment for reflection. Whenever we reach a milestone, it's appropriate to pause and take stock of what just happened. For many of the undergraduates here today, your first week at the University of Calgary began several years ago with student orientation and an induction ceremony. I attended last year's induction ceremony, and I enjoyed the remarks to the first-year students by a recent graduate, Nolan Hill. I was particularly intrigued by Nolan's statement that he is today a transformed person with different skills, attitudes, and perspectives than 4 years ago when he began his undergraduate education. How has your time at the University of Calgary transformed you? You are undoubtedly more independent with new knowledge and skills. Your perspectives about our world and your personal relationships have evolved. Your beliefs and priorities have changed. You are more confident than when you first stepped on campus. How did this transformation happen? Well, your experiences in lectures and labs and tutorials had something to do with it. So did your positive relationships with professors, TAs, and other students. Your involvement in clubs, sports, and student government stretched you, and the unique culture at the University of Calgary that focuses on research, hands-on experiences, and entrepreneurial thinking also played a role. The barrage of problem sets, midterms, finals, and capstone design projects have been nonstop. The pace has been fast and not always fun. Of all phases of life, perhaps the university years are the most dynamic. Be aware, however, that personal transformation is not limited to the academic years. Humans evolve and progress throughout life. Ongoing life experiences spark personal growth to become vibrant, resilient, self-reliant, problem-solving citizens. We continually change and grow. If I had the capability to go back in time and give advice to 22-year-old me, I would recommend that I take more time for self-reflection, reflecting on where I came from, how I got here, and where life could potentially take me. Someone once said, if you don't measure it, you can't manage it. Of course, as an astronaut, I believe in that. If I don't have feedback from the Canadarm2 position and rate sensors, then I can't control the robot arm's trajectory around the space station as I maneuver a payload. This measuring and managing axiom also applies to life in general. We need to regularly measure what has transpired in our lives and manage the future the way we'd like. We shouldn't let life control us. We shouldn't go with the flow. We need to be in charge. Here's a suggestion. Divide your life up into 4-year increments, as though life is a series of university degrees. Pause at the end of each increment to ask yourself if your life has undergone significant change and if you're transforming as a person. If the pace slows or stops, we need to be concerned. If I'm doing the same things in the same way that I did 4 years ago, then something's amiss. If the way I conduct a spacewalk or make a public presentation or plan an event is the same as previously, then I'm not innovating nor progressing. If the opinions that I hold today are the same as they were 4 years ago, then I'm in a rut. You've been a student at the University of Calgary and excelled with flair. As you leave our campus, become a student of life, a lifelong learner, a lifelong producer. That approach will produce transformation in your personal life, as well as change in the world. So I'll close by saying that what happens next in your life matters to us. We'll watch with pride as you make your mark in the world, and as alumni, you will always remain part of our University of Calgary family. We wish you continued success and happiness. I now invite President and Vice Chancellor Elizabeth Cannon to come forward to address Convocation.
Thank you, Chancellor Thirsk. Welcome, everyone. It's wonderful that you could join us this afternoon for this very special occasion. I'd like to send a warm welcome to our many distinguished guests, our honorary degree recipient, Jay Ingram, our Order of the University of Calgary recipient, Gord Moore, our distinguished graduate, Dean Olafson, members of our board, Senate, senior leadership team, as well as the leadership teams of our Students' Union and Graduate Student Association, and all of the many students, faculty, staff, alumni, friends, and family who've come here today to show such wonderful support for this year's graduating class. And I'd like to send a very special welcome to you, our graduands, as we celebrate this very important milestone in your lives. Today is a defining moment that marks just how far you've come over the course of your student experience. You've faced many challenges and opportunities, and in response, you've grown personally, professionally, and intellectually. The last few years have been a time of true self-discovery, and each one of you is a different person because of it. At the same time that you look back and feel proud of all that you've accomplished, you can also look forward to the many new challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. You are part of a unique generation of creative and innovative thinkers. You care about making a difference, and our university is incredibly proud to count you as our own. We're also not the only ones who feel pride today. All of the family, friends, and other supporters joining us here also recognize your hard work and the tremendous potential you hold for the future. So as you prepare to walk across this stage, I hope you stand tall and take pride in all that you've accomplished. Congratulations to the class of 2017. Now, I'm joined on stage by those who care deeply about excellence in learning. They're passionate about the quality of higher education, and they're dedicated to the success of our students. Please join me in thanking them, the faculty and staff of the University of Calgary, members of the board and Senate, chancellors past and present, and community members. Those on stage, please stand so we can thank you for your commitment to our students and our university. Thank you. Every convocation is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and as president of the university, I consider it a great honor to preside over this very special tradition. Each year, we have students who have achieved the extraordinary in their academic work, their community service, and their dedication to making a positive impact. I'd like to share two of these inspiring stories from our graduating class. The first is of Jordan Lamasta, one of our very first graduates from the new Energy Engineering program. We partnered with SAIT to offer this initiative, which allows Polytechnic students to build on their existing diploma in engineering technology and complete an engineering degree with us in as little as 2 additional years. Jordan is an outstanding example of the dedication and focus required for the Energy Engineering program. He worked nights and weekends as a computer technician during his studies, balancing a challenging course load with many other commitments. And all of this hard work will pay off today as he crosses the stage to accept his engineering degree. Jordan is also a proud Calgarian, born and raised. He plans to stay in the city and begin an exciting career with a Calgary-based design and construction firm. Congratulations, Jordan. Our next student story is of Maisha Tashnil, who is graduating today with a BSc in Chemical Engineering and a specialization in Energy and the Environment. She did her studies while holding a Schulich Academic Excellence Award. Maisha grew up in both Bangladesh and New Zealand. She saw the disparity between these two countries firsthand, along with the need for reliable energy sources. This experience motivated Maisha to focus on bridging the gap between power production and environmental concerns. At the Schulich School of Engineering, Maisha helped develop more efficient panels for the school's solar car, and later, as part of the Fuse Collective, she helped design a geodesic dome to remediate contaminated groundwater in Twin Views community. Maisha was also a member of the Scholars Academy in recognition of her extraordinary leadership, academic achievement, and community service. She will undoubtedly continue to inspire many others in her future pursuits. Congratulations, Maisha. These stories are just a few examples of the exceptional leadership of our students. Together, all of you demonstrate this university's shared values of collaboration, excellence, and curiosity. And I know this because I've had the opportunity to witness it firsthand. As our Chancellor noted, this past year, we celebrated our 50th anniversary. And throughout the year, I was able to participate in a series of regional alumni events. I had the opportunity to connect with alumni living right here in Calgary and in places like Hong Kong, New York, Toronto, and San Francisco, to name a few. These alumni were inspiring in all manner of ways, but two things were obvious: the tremendous pride that they hold in their alma mater and the extraordinary level of accomplishment that they have reached. These alumni, and all of you here today, demonstrate what is possible when we invest in our students. Given the right support and resources, you are capable of sparking positive change in our city and around the world. And recognizing this fact, our university reached out to the community to energize our institutional strategy, Eyes High. We received over 10,000 different points of engagement from people like you to find out how our university should continue supporting the success of this generation and future generations. Two key areas really stood out from this feedback: student experience and campus culture. A student experience which allow our students to have the opportunity to conduct their own research, test their ideas, start a business, contribute to their communities, or connect with other learners and experts. We want to foster these experiences and offer even more to help our students excel. We also want to ensure we're building a campus culture that increases inclusivity and diversity and is supportive through initiatives like our campus mental health strategy and the upcoming Indigenous strategy. We're advancing opportunities to help our students and faculty thrive as innovators with programs like the newly launched Hunter Hub for Entrepreneurial Thinking. The Hunter Hub was made possible through a $40 million gift from the Hunter family of Calgary, which was just announced last week. They want to ensure that the University of Calgary is Canada's most entrepreneurial university in the country's most enterprising city. These examples are just beginning as we continue towards our goal of building a more resilient Calgary and preparing our graduates for success. Graduands, this is our investment in you, and it's been worth it. You are leaders and creators, problem solvers and change makers, and those who will join an alumni community of more than 170,000 strong in 152 countries. You have the talent and the education to take you wherever you want to go, and I know that you will go far. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and please keep your eyes high. Congratulations and thank you. Could I ask Dr. Gord Moore, recipient of the University of Calgary Order of the University of Calgary, to please stand. The university draws its strength from its community, its students, its faculty, its staff, and alumni. The Order of the University of Calgary honors those within the university family who have brought great honor to the university. Dr. Gord Moore is a deserving recipient of the Order. Gord is an internationally recognized expert in petroleum engineering and the world's foremost authority on in-situ combustion-based enhanced oil recovery technology. He has introduced sustainable internationalization initiatives for oil and gas engineering research, and he has established relationships with key partner universities worldwide, leading the University of Calgary to become a recognized global hub for energy education and research. Since 1970, Gord has been a professor in the Department of Chemical and Petroleum Engineering. A distinguished faculty member of the Schulich School of Engineering, Gord has taught thousands of undergraduate and graduate students and served as head of the Department of Chemical and Petroleum Engineering. Under his leadership, the degree program in oil and gas engineering was instituted. He also co-founded the award-winning in-situ combustion research group, the world leader in air injection-based oil recovery processes. Gord has positively impacted countless students, faculty members, and industry peers in his roles as educator, mentor, administrator, engineer, and researcher. And his contributions have been among the very best in the international engineering community. Eminent Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Gord Moore, a true citizen of the University of Calgary. I invite you to admit him as a member of the Order of the University of Calgary in recognition of his exemplary and distinguished service to the university.
Gordon Moore, it is my great pleasure to now admit you to the Order of the University of Calgary. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I would now like to introduce Patrick Finn, our university orator, who will deliver the citation for our honorary degree recipient.
Jay Ingram, please stand. Eminent Chancellor, Madam President, members of the Senate and the Board of Governors, honored guests, fellow faculty, and graduates. Jay Ingram is not a cat. Whether observed or not, he will not appear as a cat. We might refer to him as a cool cat or perhaps a cat in a hat, but figures of speech offer no clues to his nature. The University of Calgary's motto invites us to lift up our eyes. We commit ourselves to the pursuit of the next idea, to the road ahead, to the star on the horizon. We are curious. We are adventurous. We are led, following Socrates, not by the idea that we will achieve wisdom, but by philosophia, the love of wisdom. The curiosity that calls us to the open road fuels discovery. On that road, Jay Ingram waits for us. He is the embodiment of curiosity. We cannot know what lies ahead, but knowing that curiosity kills cats, we can be certain Jay Ingram is no cat. We stand on the shoulders of giants. Bernard of Chartres' humble description of the knowledge seeker was received and refined by Sir Isaac Newton. While Bernard spoke of human frailty, Newton focused on the communal nature of inquiry. For both, the parable acknowledges that we study supported by those who precede us. Jay Ingram is a different sort of giant. He does not carry us on his shoulders. He walks beside us, sharing the wonder of discovery. An award-winning author, educator, and artist, Jay Ingram is best defined by philo, by love. He shares his love of wisdom with us. As a television and radio host, musician, and speaker, Mr. Ingram has reached millions, welcoming all. He unites us in exploration and a commitment to community. He cares about us and proves it by sharing his love, philosophia, the love of wisdom. Today, the University of Calgary honors Jay Ingram with the Doctorate of Philosophy. The roots of the word university come from the universal, from all of us. Today, we celebrate the love of wisdom in all of us. So, do not go looking for Jay Ingram among the Felids. You will not find him there. Instead, look to one of his sources of inspiration, the Beatles, who said, "In the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make." Jay Ingram teaches us to carry one another with our hearts rather than on our shoulders. Eminent Chancellor, I present to you Jay Ingram, whose distinguished work in science, art, communications, education, and broadcasting has energized our country, province, city, and community. On behalf of the Senate and the University of Calgary, I invite you to invest him with the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
I admit you, Jay Ingram, to the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and grant you all the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to that degree. Congratulations.
I acknowledge all the distinguished guests who have already been mentioned, but I'm talking to the graduands. You can listen if you like, but my message is for you. And you know, convocation addresses tend to be chock full of advice and directions that you should go in. I really have only one thing to say, and I think it's more of a suggestion than a piece of advice. And that is, from this day forward, I want all of you who are engineers to embrace the arts. And here's why. You might think that suggestion comes a little bit out of left field, But I've been lucky to be involved in the last several years with an event called Beakerhead, which is a combination of art, science, and engineering on the streets of Calgary in mid-September. If you haven't been, especially if you're an engineer now, you should go. What we're looking for, though, with Beakerhead is if you put engineering and science and art together, there should be a creative space in the middle that has hitherto been largely unoccupied, and that's the place we want to occupy. In our first year, we had a group of Schulich graduates who spent something like 1,200 volunteer hours to construct an art car, an old Mazda pickup truck that was magically transformed into a peacock. One of those students told me, you know, a lot of Schulich students come in first year with a really cool creative idea in their back pocket, and sadly, often, they graduate after 4 years and that idea is still in their back pocket, at least if they haven't washed that pair of jeans over 4 years. So I would strongly recommend you to embrace the arts, and by that I don't mean you have to take violin lessons, you don't have to learn to play the accordion or anything, but there's so much out there. There are plays, concerts, poetry readings, Word Fest. There's all kinds of opportunities. And it's my feeling that, I already know you're creative, because engineering does require creativity. But this is a different kind of creativity, requiring a different sort of sensibility, a different approach to things, a different framework in which to see things. And I think if you go ahead from today and embrace the arts, you might be a better engineer, you might be a better person, and in whatever community you live, I think you will contribute more to that community. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, yeah, you know, he's telling us all this, but what's he doing about it? Well, I can't tell you to embrace the arts without walking the talk, and so that's what I intend to do. I brought a few friends with me. They're going to slowly, I don't even know where they are. I look over there and I don't see them, which concerns me greatly. But they're there, and we are going to perform a slight shift, and I will conclude my address with them on the floor in front of the stage. So just hang on one sec. So, ladies and gentlemen, is my mic on? Yes? No? We'll be in a sec. Can you hear me? Okay. So, these gentlemen are the Beakerhead Band. We are going to finish my address with something written by a Nobel laureate. It so happens the Nobel laureate is Bob Dylan. One thing I should warn you, in case you're not familiar with Bob Dylan songs, don't try and read something into them. They're more like a jigsaw puzzle, and every line perhaps should be taken on its own. But this song, which is called Things Have Changed, which is perfectly appropriate for all of you, has an amazing correspondence to your undergraduate career, and even those of you who are postgraduate. 4 verses corresponding to 4 years as an undergraduate. The first line in each verse, to me, reflects each year of your 4 years. So the first line in the first verse, a worried man with a worried mind. Sorry about the gender it's Dylan, he can say what he wants. First line of the second verse, this place ain't doing me any good. First line of the third verse, I've been walking 40 miles of bad road. And the first line of the last verse, I hurt easy. I just don't show it. Things have changed. A worried man with a worried mind. No one in front of me and nothing behind. There's a woman on my lap and she's drinking champagne. She's got white skin and assassin's eyes. I'm looking up into the sapphire-tinted skies. I'm well-dressed, waiting on the last train. Standing on the gallows with my head in the news. Any minute now I'm expecting all hell to break loose. People are crazy and times are strange. Locked in tight, I'm out of range. I used to care, but things have changed. This place ain't doing me any good. I'm in the wrong town, I should be in Hollywood. Just for a second there, thought I saw something move. Gonna take dancing lessons, do the jitterbug rag. Ain't no shortcuts, I'm gonna dress in drag. Only a fool in here would think he's got anything to prove. A lot of water under the bridge, a lot of other stuff too. Don't get up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm only passing through. People are crazy and times are strange. Locked in tight, I'm out of range. I used to care, but things have changed. Yeah, I've been walking 40 miles of bad road. If the Bible is right, the world will explode. I've been trying to get as far away from myself as I can. Some things are just too hard to touch. The human mind can only stand so much. You can't win with a losing hand. Feel like falling in love with the first woman I meet. Putting her in a wheelbarrow and wheeling her down the street. People are crazy and times are strange. Locked in tight, I'm out of range. I used to care, but things have changed. Hurt easy, I just don't show it. You can hurt someone and not even know it. The next 60 seconds could be like an eternity. I'm gonna go down low, gonna fly high. All the truth in the world adds up to one big lie. I'm in love with a woman who don't even appeal to me. Mr. Jinx and Miss Lucy, they jumped in the lake. I'm just not that eager to make a mistake. People are crazy and times are strange. Locked in tight, I'm out of range. I used to care, but things have changed. People are crazy and times are strange. Locked in tight, I'm out of range. I used to care, but things have changed. I used to care, but things have changed. Jay Ingram.
guys. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Dr. Ingram, for accepting this honorary degree. It's actually a great honor for us, the University of Calgary, to confer it. You are a role model as a transformational science communicator, and you're an inspiration to our graduates and our faculty as an integrator of the sciences and the arts, and also a promoter of research and learning. Thank you to the Beakerhead Band for helping out with your address today. Congratulations, Dr. Ingram.
Graduates, can you please stand? Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties of the university, I present these graduates and those named in the Convocation program who are not at the ceremony today. I ask that they be pledged and admitted to the University of Calgary degrees that they have earned.
As a graduate of this university, you join a worldwide kinship of educated persons who have earned opportunities and responsibilities of leadership and service in their chosen communities. To recognize this affinity, we invite each graduate to stand and join with the thousands who've gone before in making the University of Calgary Graduates Pledge. The pledge is not an oath, but is a solemn expression of your intention to apply your learning and experience positively for the widest benefit. I invite all past graduates of the University of Calgary to support these newest alumni by also standing and affirming a graduate's obligations and ideals. Could I ask all past graduates to also stand? It is now my pleasure to introduce our distinguished graduate, Dean Olafson, Vice President, Major Projects with IPAC Services Corporation. Dean is a skilled oil and gas industry professional with proven expertise in leadership, operations, and project management. He has held numerous executive and leadership roles throughout his career, delivering excellence in strategy development, organizational development and structure, project and corporate management, and operational processes. He is familiar with all aspects of construction and project management and knowledge spanning the latest industry developments. Dean holds a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering and an MBA from the University of Calgary. And as a longtime Calgary resident, Dean is very active in the community, including numerous volunteer positions at industry associations, the Schulich School of Engineering, and the Haskayne School of Business. Our university is proud to count Dean as one of our distinguished graduates. Please join me in welcoming Dean to lead the Graduates Pledge.
Thank you, President Cannon, and good afternoon, everyone. Graduands, I will now lead you in the Graduate Pledge. You will find it on the inside back cover of your program. Please follow along and also read aloud. When we finish, you will say, along with me, "This is my pledge." As a graduate of the University of Calgary, wherever my life may take me, I will use my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of my communities and for the advancement of learning and the public good. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and dignity of all peoples. I will maintain my competency and keep abreast of developments in my chosen fields. I will strive to better my communities through good citizenship and active participation. I will be a loyal ambassador for my university and will seek to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I will honor all who have shared their knowledge with me and will, in my turn, share my knowledge and experience with those who enter my field or come under my direction. In all my dealings, I will endeavor to be known as a person of honor and repute, ever seeking to earn the peace of good conscience. This is my pledge.
By the authority of the statutes of Alberta, and upon the recommendation of our faculties, I admit you to the University of Calgary degrees you have earned and grant you the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to those degrees. Congratulations.
Eminent Chancellor, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lisa Young, and I have the privilege of serving as Dean of Graduate Studies. All master's and doctoral students at the University of Calgary are registered in the Faculty of Graduate Studies, but they find their homes in their Faculty of Study. It gives me great pleasure to join with my colleague, the Dean of the Schulich School of Engineering, in congratulating today's graduates who are poised to be leaders in research and in professional practice. Eminent Chancellor, by authority of the Council of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, Associate Dean Gopalachari and I have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Abiola Adegboyega. Ahmed Burashi Shiran. Ehsan Mola Saheli. Jeffrey Lawrence Brown. Freddy Antonio Cabrales Navarro. Crispin Alexander Davis. Kenneth Fa. Ryan Timothy Harris. Kimberly Adrian Johnston. Rakesh Kumar. Reza Malik. Mitra Mehrabani Zainibad. Congratulations. Ehsan Mohadi. Kyang Lee. Miriam Najas Mafar. Krista Lynn Powers. Congratulations. William Daniel Loti Richardson. Hotifa Rajab. Niranjana Vagley. J. Wang. Michael Lee Sampson, Christopher David Sarsons, Payam Zamani Dekordi, Kifan Zhao, Payam Zanadiye, for the degree Master of Engineering, Jamil Ahmed, Arsalan Ahmed, Mir Mahmood Ali, Muhammad Abbas Ali Beg, David Charles Anderson, Cal Jonathan Arsenault, Samuel Ojifo Asije, Salman Azhar, Othman Rashad bin Abdul Wahab, Anwar Biswas, Sean Uk Biswas, Joaquim Eduardo Buenaventura, John Edson Castillo, Harpreet Kaur Chauhan, Naveen Michelle Raj Cyprian Gerard, Isaac D'Angelo, Jagdish Dhaliwal, Harman Singh Dhat, Muhammad Arshad Dulvi, Yuan Chen Pan, Andrew Sean Fraser, Jario Jose Garcia, German Hernandez Arenas, Uchechuo Ikecheki, Mevish Inam. Thank you. Ahsan Khalil, Amjad Khan, thank you. Azat Letipov, Oji Vedi Rear Annabelle Charles, Usman Imtiaz, Bowen Lee, Liu Yushin, Master of Engineering in Civil Engineering, Jonathan James McCarthy, Master of Engineering, Chemical and Petroleum Engineering, Tahir Nadeem, Chinenye Jane Ohlate, Bernard Okidegbe, Margarita D. Fatima Sevilla Ortega, Harish Pargunam, Javier Alexander Ricarte, Kwamar Shehzad, Oleski Smirnov, Pradeep Subayan, Kara Tardif, Chetan Tiwari, leaders Jose Vaca Roca, Priya Vasist, Danmeng Wang, Rui Wang, Zhangbo Wang, Francis Anthony Weston, Ziao Yan, Sheikh Ashraf Un Zaman, for the degree Master of Science in Biomedical Engineering, Daniel Comaduran Marquez, Maria Juliana Gomez Garcia, Elisa Morin, Nikita Zabniakov, Sayantan Bhattacharya, Afrouz Eshraghian, Yi Hu, for the degree Master of Science in Chemical Engineering, Tiago Fernandez Lins, Gada Hamdi Nafi, for the degree Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Nasser Sabet, Martha Liliana Sales Santa, for the degree Master of Science in Chemical Engineering, Andrei Voroznov, Chi Zhang, for the degree Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Siddharth Shankar Ahuja, okay. Holopathirage Jitamala Caldera, Aaron Christopher Jansen, congratulations. Parham Jolani, Dheeraj Sreshtha, J. Chan Wo, for the degree Master of Science in Electrical Engineering, Jatin Charrat, Anthony Jan Dritnal, King Fai Ma, Bushra Muhammad Muharram, Cassandra Athena Rizopoulos, Dongguang Cha, for the degree Master of Science in Geomatics Engineering, Adam Victor Jaros, Laura Jane Norman, Han Zheng, for the degree Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Anna Amani, Nicholas Chow N. Chan, Peng Gong, Hamid Hurzad, Xiao Yan Wang, Parth Iyer, Baba Seiwa Utu, Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2017 from the Faculty of Grad Studies. Thank you.
Graduates of the Schulich School of Engineering, it is a great honor to serve as your dean. In the short years that you have been in our school, you have made us so proud, and we know that this is just the beginning of your journey. Over your careers, you will provide ever-increasing leadership to solve the complex problems facing our society at the local, national, and international level. Your strong engineering technical knowledge combined with your problem-solving, teamwork, communications, and design skills will help define your future successes. As a community, we are at a turning point, and we need more than ever your innovative and entrepreneurial spirit. Your engineering know-how and leadership will be critical in shaping the future of Alberta and Canada. Your engineering know-how and leadership will ensure that innovative solutions are found to grow and make more sustainable our energy sector. Your engineering know-how, leadership, and entrepreneurial spirit will create new industries in Alberta that will drive the diversification of our economy. Graduates of the Schulich School of Engineering, we will watch your careers unfold with incredible pride. Congratulations, and be proud of your achievements that have brought you to this point today. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of the Schulich School of Engineering, we have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the degree Bachelor of Science in Energy Engineering, Adam Zakaria Abdelrahim. Hannah Adnan Ahmad. Tanvir Alam. Eli Rory Blaze. Brogan Lynn Boxty. Mitchell Edward Allen Chesney. Ronald Oijing Shao. Zainab Mohammed Elmi. Colin Daniel France. Cole Larry Gibson. Merritt Seth Jacobson. Mikolai Tesla Kemrowski. Hugh Alexander Cable. Jordan Ray Lamoste. Jessica Honor Pearson. Oscar Andres Prada. Dilshan Samarakun. Matthew James Scott. Wan Ting Tang. Riley James Vanderlinden. Turner Reed Wilson. Tahir Ahaj Yusuf. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Tariq Naif Abdallah with distinction. Ayesha Ahmed. Dylan James Akins with distinction. Marine Akmal. Redwan Awad Al-Akbari with distinction. Razwan Arshad. Stephen O. Brittany Elizabeth Bishop with distinction. Jailing Kai. Wally Chen. Galvin Ka Wing Chung with distinction. Ruvimbo Chinake. Samantha Donalda Clark with distinction. Jill Elizabeth Colquhoun. Ali Elias with distinction. Ryan Gill with distinction. Ayushi Gupta. Justin Albert Heinrichs. Adriana Rachel Holtzek with distinction. Zhao Han Huang. Mohammad Ibrahim. Monica Guyun Kang with distinction. Nicholas David Kosa. Casey Shiu Ku. Jennifer Lee, with distinction. Tenzin Lexman. Yu Liu, with distinction. Zizi Liu. For a combined degree in the Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering and a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Wenli Loy. Sergio Lukut. Omer Ahmed Mahdi. Jason Mark Minsky. Sogo Mohati Tabar, with distinction. Rakesh Narang. Robert Nguyen. For a combined degree in a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering and a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences, both with distinction, Fuya Yayas Pandia. Felix Yihun Park, with distinction. Trevor Dane Pickett. Austin Stewart Ratty, with distinction. Maria Angelica Ratuta, with distinction. Jillian Ann Reynolds, with distinction. Evelyn Sherry Sawatsky, with distinction. Ethan Patrick Shipley. Lev Shaneberg, with distinction. Maria Still, with distinction. Edward Song, with distinction. Edwin Suin. Mayesha Tasneel, with distinction. Alexander Thompson Taylor. For a combined program, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering and Bachelor of Science in Geology, Ryan William Taylor. Kaisha Tarifa, with distinction. Stephen Darren Kak. Milan Todorovic, with distinction. Tanvi Tarani. Sydney Marie Touton, with distinction. Brian Vickers. Ming Quang Nhat Vo. Xin Wang. Jia Chen Wei. David Grant Westner. Amanda Ren Wieben. Kyla Marie Watsky, with distinction. Osman Ali Yassin. Patrick Aaron Zweniuk. James Song. For a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Khaled Ibrahim El Hayt. Hebat Allah Ahmed Ali Al Junaidi. Vyacheslav Vladimirovich Antiufif. Olivia Renee Bajaran, with distinction. Saeed Khaled Bamasoud, with distinction. Lee Marais Beaton. Miriam Bello. Martina Claire Bona. Zachary Philip Bridger. Justin Adam Burnett, with distinction. Matthew Christopher Carpino. Adriana Chaplin Silva. Caitlin Chilak. Stella Linjia Cheng. Christina Chong. Mohammed Qasim Chaudhary. Jimmy Nog Deng. Baya Alyssa Dillon. For a combined program, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Sarah Catherine Faithful. David Alexander Fraser. Cody Aaron Gillis. Mike Grigovich, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, is being presented with a posthumous degree in Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Dennis Richard Hall. Arik Syed Haq. Amy Huang. Tasawar Bangash. Caitlin Elia. Ray von Kyle Castillo Issip. Jacqueline Kalcheva. Avinash Kaushik. Krista Nicole Krishel. Bradley Arthur Lawrence. Daniel Lee with distinction. Jacqueline Lee. Henry Lynn. Eddie Lynn. Alana Jean Lusick. Charmaine Shuman Ma with distinction. Brian Simon Mann. Braden Lucas Mann. Jason Morozov. Omotunde Uluwasei Odiri. Adam Osman. Michael Anthony Panadis. Augustin Paz Ilmino Borja with distinction. Richard Pham Hune.
Go Richard!
Jeremy Francis Pires. Alex Charles Potvin. Megan Leanne Robbins. Sohail Syed Dinazad. Diana Soraga. Lucas Stefan. David Alexander Swanson. Christopher Michael Sirochuk. Jeffrey Paul Sabo. Lucas de Castro Terreri. Delman Rex William Thompson. Anna Maria Torres. Gregory Douglas Toll. Lam Ngoc Trung. Jonathan David Van Heist with distinction. Kezia Ann Varghese with distinction. Daniel James Wickham. Caitlin Wong. Nolan Donald Wong. Yi Xiao Yang. Aneli Denise Salazar with distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Abdullah Ashfaq. Sarah Abel Hassan. Dima Abu Khaled with distinction. Ya Amankwa Agiyekum. Sharouk Ali with distinction. Daniel Mendoza Amar. Venkatesh Amaraj. Matthew Bruce Anderson with distinction. Arshini Anishingaraju. Anika Tasnuva Asad. Arsimran Atwal with distinction. Razvan Balia Nita. Joshua Nicholas Bijak. Mansi Bindal. Brendan Eng Hao Bong. Eric Nathan Bourne with distinction. Matthew Edward Brigden with distinction. Troy Alexander Britnell. Andre Buiza. Ian Joshua Cardenoza. Nigel Charles. Jackson Chen. Stanley Cizan Chen. For a combined program, Bachelor of Music and Performance, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, James Chen. Cynthia Monsan Chu with distinction. Ivan Chow with distinction. Kevin Chung with distinction. Jason Donald Sihenka. Marian Nicole Delvo. Alana Kimberly Devlin. Patrick Deviecki. For a combined program, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Astrophysics, Cooper Sidney Duffin. Doshwanel Mantigua Mdula with distinction. Jason Patrick Dick. Tamara Tanyur Ebufega. Sylvanus Aikioya. Sudabe Imami. Nicholas William Falconer. Tyler Daniel Folk. Connor Nolan Cahagan. Theodore James Gibb. Julia Florinas Goldberger. Maheen Hafiz with distinction. Ikra Haroon. Raylene Ann Hartfelder with distinction. Adam Edward Hausaker. Nicole Jean Pearl Hayduck with distinction. Benjamin Lorenz Hilburn. Michael Nithil Hosane. Omar Huchemi. Justin Dean Mitchell Harishak. Anas Ibrahim. For a combined program, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Statistics, Wan Jiang. Julia Valerie John with distinction. Gregory Joseph. Amar Kadui. Ayman Kamoon. Andrew Coe. Brendan William Kopp. Patrick Yung Fu Yang, sorry. Victor Ho Yan Kwan. Jason LaRue. Broderick Harry Lang. Michael Lay. Christos Lee. Nicholas Nabuchi Lapine. John Paisley Lee. Chao Ran Liu. George Christopher Longpre. Jonathan Luong. Sasha Jacob Leuber. Ju Jonathan Tan Marasigan. Douglas Michael McDonald with distinction. Mohammed Tahamir with distinction. Zainab Mubarak. Jordan Scott Mitchell. Paul Joseph Mueller. Cody Richard Nesbitt. Adam Chase Neufeld with distinction. Marcel Joseph Nobbs Weeks. Andres Daniel Nunez Chirinos with distinction. Christian Joffrey Patel with distinction. Chad Vincent Patricio. Miranda Kathleen Pepper with distinction. Ken Patrick Peralta. Edward Ramirez Tretiakov. Melarin Reze Hariri. Farah Hassan Shahade. Arsalan Ur Rayman. Daniel Fernando Rendon. Thomas Michael Resniewski. Fatiha Rezwan. Zachary Leaf Robinson with distinction. Brett Christopher Rowan. Preston Logan George Roy with distinction. Kirsten Gabrielle Sarmiento with distinction. Daniel Garth Schmidt. Bradley Michael Screen with distinction. Brian Benjamin Silver. William Joshua Skinner with distinction. Hyo Young Sun. Sneha Srinivasan. Brian Langdon Stilling. Damir Subasic. Stephen Sun. Shanice Anthony Gusmundo Talan. Mai Tanaka with distinction. Hassan Muhammad Tariq. Aisha Talkir. Shivam Tiwari. Anthony Tran. Matthew Earl Tupper. Nathan Kelly Ursenbach. Eric Louis Vogt. Matthew Alexander Wojciechowski, sorry. Matthew James Woloshuk. Jin Jing. Amy Yungjin Yang. Altan Zahir with distinction. Chen Yu Zhu. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Geomatics Engineering, Mostafa Abbasi. Ronald James Brancho. Jessica Danielle Cashin. Hongzhou Chen. Charlie Gabo Chong. Camilo Cortez. Keenan Joel Cross. Andrew Richard Freeman. Joshua Patrick Harry. Nicholas Sebastian Haley. Muhammad Isan Hamoud. David Mackenzie Jaron with distinction. Rita Khan. Nicholas Alexander Lambert. Daniel Alessandro Longnight. Eric Dinyao Ma. Dylan Gaetano Polano. Cheska Esteban Ronquillo. Brianna Dawn Sass. Madison Aaron Shevchuk. Mu'tasim Osama Sufan. Gurvin Singh Shra with distinction. Kevin Nicholas Van Eerde. For a combined degree, Bachelor of Science in Geomatics Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Laverne Dion Waroshuk. For the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Nolan Clement Aboot with distinction. Dustin Kevin Ablitz. Adam Mohammed Abu Salam with distinction. John Michael Adams. Nikhil Amin. Carl Lars Angermeyer with distinction. Radu Angeladis. Tyler Joel Anker with distinction. Rohan Anthony with distinction. Bradley James Avery. Christy Barakat. Shalise Alexandria Baxandal. Justin Merlin Bell. Riley Jason Berry with distinction. Manuel Enrique Canelon. Amanda Chan with distinction. Michael King Young Chung. Valrita Soban Chom. And for a combined degree, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Chinmay Chitre. Ukhyun Choi. Delano Sivatarezi with distinction. Victor Avancini Del Nero. Kevin Mackenzie Desjardins. Callum Michael Devlin with distinction. Raymond Jebb. Zachary David Doberthine with distinction. Graham Dirksen with distinction. Tanner Lane Doig. Nathan Kenneth Edwards Hampton. Farshad Al-Nogazota. Karim Amar El-Sadek. Kyle Lawrence Epp with distinction. Mark Nicholas Fagnan. Ali Fazal. Janelle Page Fidro. Nathan Michael Fergus. Trevor George Ferguson with distinction. Anish Fadil Sharif. Austin Randall Froese with distinction. Paneed Gill with distinction. David Michael Goulding. Wen Long Gu. Lucas Harding. Syed Mohammed Hassan. Jamil Bijan Hasham. Preet Kamal Singh here with distinction. Nicholas Carl Huron. Janan Hay. Homa Hadiramanish. Colin Donald Hill with distinction. Peter James Hillman. Dougal John Houghton with distinction. Salman Ikram. Savit Jayasakira. Daniel Howard Jeffrey. Xiaojian Jing with distinction. Nicholas Youngjae Jung. Safir Kara. Michael Alexander Kissinger. Derek Michael Cobley. Mikkel Dean Kritzer with distinction. Margaret Nicole Kalinsky with distinction. Braden Paul Kurchina with distinction. Evan Waihin Kwok. Matthew Lewis Lamoureux. Rand Lee. Shaylin Lee. Nicholas David Lakowski. Michael Andrew Maciejewski with distinction. Patrick Janchu Ma. Kyle Jarrett McElleran. Daniel Rail Mullally. Sean Murphy. Kristen Ann Murray. Brooks Aaron Myers. Karen Prakash Nandani. Joel Alexander Neumann. Lauren Marielle Tuyetling Neves. Andrew Duyan Nagin. Hossein Osman. Franklin Odesiri Ovakpuraye. Mitchell James Park. Serena Kumari Parmar with distinction. Balin Fan. James Maxwell Romansky. Tayan Patel. Asha Zaksina. Goran Radojevic. Christopher Gregory Shannon. For a combined degree, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Bachelor of Arts in Economics, both with distinction, Dylan Lawrence Sharoon. Mustafa Hassan Shahade. Nicholas Simon. Matthew Robert Singbale. Bhagavath Srikumar. Drew James Stannards. Derek William Stotes. Ryan James Stefanician. Tyler James Stair. Kristen Ashley Stevens. Troy Darcy Stewart. Natasha Wengsi Sullivan. Omar Sunba. Amy Tan. Robert Brian Thiessen. Austin Brian Thomas with distinction. Connie Tran with distinction. Danny Tran. David Javi Tran with distinction. Matthew Tran. Curtis Treleaven. Stephen Huang Trong. Darren Wang. Joel Matthew Verghese with distinction. Emily Claire Veenstra with distinction. Royu Wang. Sean Howard Waters. Megan Sidney Weir. Kevin Douglas Whitaker. Lucas Peter Wigley with distinction. Emma Virginia Weininger with distinction. Brandon Christopher Wong. Chris James Woods. Christopher Alexander Jimenez. Hongbo Zhu. Ahmed Yagoub. Tabish Zaidi. That was Yi Da Jiang. For a degree Bachelor of Science in Oil and Gas Engineering, Frank Abbott. Josie Chloe Arpin with distinction. Stephen Paul Avery with distinction. Harjat Bandal. Inwoo Choi. Nixon Doe with distinction. Lisa Doe. Evan William Duchak. Mohamed Mohammed El Garni. Siraj Aldin Faraj. Giano Gabriel Gavieres. Stephen Greco. Sean Glenn Holmes. Zhu Liang Zhao. Arshdeep Singh Kalkat. Ying Kong. Alexander Gordon Lafreniere. Joanne Lam. Stanley Young with distinction. Yi Chen Lee with distinction. Brandon Leung Loan. Thomas Walter Moore. Calvin Nagian. Ishmael Noor Akmal. John Noyne with distinction. Edleva Shehu with distinction. Gay Song. Jose Gerardo Villela with distinction. Yi Tong Yang. Daylin Zhao with distinction. Danielle Genevieve Zazulka. Chen Ji Zhao. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering, Anish Chandra Avashti. Simon Jarnota. Maria Auxiliadora Diaz. Amanda Elizabeth Jelowich with distinction. Cameron Ferguson Hardy. Silas Edmund Kovacs with distinction. Zoe Len. Li Yang Liu. Christy Sumyin Locke. Mario Pasquale Minardi with distinction. Jonathan Ng. James Lee Pahoya with distinction. David Christopher Post. Spencer Dwayne Prazak. Byron Cito. Christopher Thomas Smith with distinction. Austin Jamie Toyota with distinction. William Wright. Ji Zhang Wu. Ron Junhao Yu. Sven Sifan Zhang. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2017 from the Schulich School of Engineering. Thank you very much.
Graduates of the Schulich School of Engineering, we recognize your hard work and your commitment to your studies and your extracurricular activities. You've worked so hard for so long. You make us very, very proud. Congratulations.
Well, congratulations, graduates. This ceremony is first and foremost a celebration of your success, and deservedly so, for you are a most impressive group. We've now at the point in the ceremony where we honor a few of the graduates for special recognition. students who have excelled in their studies to the point where they're singled out as medal winners. The details of the medals that we're awarding at this ceremony are on page 31 of your program. Eminent Chancellor and President, it is my honor to present to you, the platform party, the graduands, and everybody else assembled here, the following winners. The winner of the Chancellor David B. Smith Gold Medal in Engineering is Joel Varghese. Joel received the prestigious Seymour Schulich Academic Scholarship throughout his engineering program here at the University of Calgary and maintained a cumulative GPA of 3.98. In addition to his many academic achievements, Joel volunteered at the Bethany Care Center, as well as providing mentorship for first-year scholars. Last summer, he contributed his time and energy to relief efforts during the Fort McMurray fire, and prior to that, completed an internship position in Baden, Switzerland, analyzing and testing gas turbines. The field of mechanical engineering will be fortunate to have such a well-rounded individual joining its ranks. Congratulations, Joel. The winner of the Muriel Kovets Prize and the past president's gold medal in civil engineering is Justin Burnett. After obtaining a diploma in architectural technology from NAIT in 2012, he began a civil engineering degree here in the Schulich School of Engineering. Justin received numerous awards throughout his academic career and has been an active member and treasurer of several campus sport clubs. Today, he is graduating with a cumulative GPA of 3.95. One of Justin's proudest recent achievements is becoming a father during final exams in April. He is working at WSP Canada and looks forward to putting his knowledge to work. He plans to use his education to design innovative infrastructure and challenge the limits of structural material. Congratulations, Justin. And the following are the recipients of the Association of Professional Engineers and Geoscientists of Alberta past president's gold medals. For chemical engineering, Sydney Toutant. For electrical engineering, Raylene Hartfelter. For geomatics, Gurveer Singh Sarah. For mechanical, Emily Veenstra. For oil and gas, Stephen Avery. Okay. Congratulations, by the way. And for software, James Pahoya.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends who have come from far and wide, thank you for attending this convocation ceremony and supporting our graduands. What a pleasure it's been for me and for you to see these accomplished women and men cross our stage. Thank you to our esteemed faculties, the faculties of Graduate Studies and the Schulich School of Engineering, to our honorary degree recipient, Dr. J. Ingram. Congratulations, and thank you, Jay, for your thoughtful and creative address and performance. You are an inspiration to us. To our Order of the University of Calgary recipient, Gordon Moore, congratulations. You don't know, but Gordon Moore was my professor 41 years ago. He was 19 years old at the time. Gordon, you're someone that we look up to with the highest regard. Congratulations again to our medal winners from the Schulich School of Engineering, Justin, Joel, Stephen, Nicole, Sydney, Emily, Gervie, James, and Raylene. Thank you very much. Thank you to our orator, Patrick Finn, for your moving citation for Dr. Ingram. And spring convocation wouldn't be the same if it weren't for music. Thank you to Alf Miller earlier today, our piper, the University of Calgary Johnny Summers Quintet, and our vocalist Gretchen Castro Nuovo. A special thank you to our marshals and ushers, the sound team and comm media, and all the staff and volunteers who have worked so hard behind the scenes to make today's convocation unfold so smoothly. To our graduates, through this ceremony, we recognized your hard work and your commitment to your studies and your extracurricular activities. You've stayed the course, and we're so proud of all that you've accomplished. Today is a day of celebration, so take photos with your family and friends. Cherish the memories that you've made along the way. Savor the moment, have fun, and be safe as you celebrate. You've done it. You're a University of Calgary graduate, a distinction that you will carry with you for the rest of your life. I'm proud to be an alumnus of the University of Calgary, and I'm honored now to be associated with you as fellow alumni. I declare this convocation closed. Please stand for the departure of our processions.